What would you do if the people who raised you turned their backs when you needed them most? My name is Ellie, and this is the story of how a stroke of luck tore my family apart and how I found my way through the wreckage. I was 22, scraping by in a cramped apartment in Chicago, working double shifts at a diner to cover rent and my community college tuition. My parents, Tom and Linda, lived a few hours away in a small town, in the same modest house where my younger sister, Mia, and I grew up. Mia was 18, a senior in high school, the golden child with a 4.0 GPA and a smile that could charm anyone. I loved her, but we were different. I was the dreamer, the one who left home to chase a degree in social work, determined to help kids like the ones I'd seen struggling in our neighborhood. Mia was practical, her eyes set on medical school, her path neatly paved. Life wasn't easy, but we were a family, or so I thought. Then, one chilly October evening, everything changed. I was wiping down tables at the diner when my phone buzzed with a call from Mom. Her voice was shaking, not with fear but with something else, excitement, maybe disbelief. "Ellie," she said, "we won the lottery. $50 million. I froze, ketchup bottle in hand, as she rambled about the ticket Dad bought on a whim at the gas station. $50 million. It was unimaginable. I laughed, thinking of the possibilities. "We're set, Mom. No more worries." I pictured paying off my student loans, maybe even buying a small place of my own. I imagined helping them fix up the house, getting Mia through college debt-free. But Mom's tone shifted. "We're still figuring things out, Ellie. We'll talk soon." The call ended abruptly, and a strange unease settled in my chest. Days passed, then weeks. I called, texted, left voicemails. They were vague, saying they were meeting with financial advisors or sorting out plans. I figured they were overwhelmed. Winning that kind of money must be a whirlwind, right? I kept working, kept studying, waiting for the moment we'd sit down as a family and figure out what this meant for us. Then, a month later, I got a letter. Not a call, not a visita letter, cold and formal, on crisp letterhead from some law firm. My hands trembled as I read it. My parents had set up a trust fund. Not for the family, not for Mia. $20 million, locked away for her education, her future, her life. The letter mentioned nothing about me. Not a dime, not a word. I called Mom immediately. "What is this?" I demanded, my voice cracking. She sighed, like I was being difficult. "Ellie, Mia's got a real shot at something big. Medical school, a career that matters. We're making sure she's taken care of." I couldn't breathe. "And me? I'm your daughter too." Dad got on the line, his voice stern. "You're independent, Ellie. You've always been fine on your own. Mia needs this more." "Needs this more?" I was drowning in debt, working myself to exhaustion, while Mia was still in high school, living rent-free, her every need met. I hung up, tears burning my eyes. The betrayal cut deeper than I could have imagined. They hadn't just chosen my they'd erased me. For weeks, I spiraled. I stopped calling home. I threw myself into work, letting the clatter of dishes and the hum of the diner drown out my thoughts. But the anger festered. Why was I worth less? Was it because I wasn't the perfect daughter, the one with straight A's and a clear plan? I started skipping classes, my grades slipping. The dream of helping others felt like a cruel joke when I could barely help myself. Then came the twist I didn't see coming. One night, As I locked up the diner, a girl lingered outside, maybe 16, shivering in a thin hoodie. Her name was Kay, and she was homeless, crashing on friends' couches when she could. She wasn't begging, she just asked if we had any leftover food. I gave her a burger and fries, and we got to talking. Her story hit me like a freight train: parents gone, foster system a mess, dreams of college but no way to get there. She was me, in a way, but with even less to hold on to. Kay started showing up most nights. I'd sneak her food, and she'd tell me about her life, her hopes. One night, she mentioned the scholarship program for at-risk youth, but said she couldn't afford the application fees or the prep courses. Something clicked in me. I didn't have much, but I had enough to cover her fees. I started helping her with the paperwork, even tutoring her for the entrance exam. It wasn't just about her, it was about proving to myself that I could still make a difference, even when my own family didn't believe in me. Months passed, and Kay got the scholarship. The day she told me, her eyes shining with hope, I felt something shift. I wasn't just surviving anymore, I was fighting for something bigger. But the story wasn't over. One evening, Mia showed up at the diner, unannounced. She looked different, nervous, almost guilty. "Ellie," she said, fidgeting with her scarf, "I need to talk to you." I braced myself, expecting some smug update about her trust fund or her college plans. Instead, she dropped a bombshell. "I didn't know about the trust fund until it was done," she said. "Mom and Dad, they made the decision without telling me. I thought they were splitting it between us." My jaw tightened. "So why didn't you say anything?" She looked down. "I was scared. I didn't want to lose it." "But it's not fair, Ellie. I'm giving you half." I stared at her, stunned. Mia explained she'd been working with a lawyer to split the trust fund, against our parents' wishes. She'd seen how they'd changed, how the money had made them cold, obsessed with her future while ignoring mine. "You're my sister," she said, tears in her eyes. "I don't want this if it means losing you." I didn't know what to feel. Part of me wanted to scream, to tell her it was too late, that the damage was done. But another part saw the sister I'd always loved, the one who used to braid my hair and share her Halloween candy. She wasn't the enemy our parents' choices were. We talked for hours, and for the first time in months, I felt a flicker of hope. The money from Mia helped me pay off my loans and finish my degree. But more than that, it rebuilt something between us. I realized family isn't about who gets what, it's about who shows up when it matters. I kept helping Kay, who's now in her first year of college, and I started a small nonprofit to support kids like her, using my share of the trust fund as seed money. My parents and I still don't talk much. The lottery didn't just change their bank account, it changed who they were. But I've learned that worth isn't measured by money or what others think of you. It's in the choices you make, the people you lift up, even when you're hurting. Kay taught me that. Mia taught me that. And in the end, I taught myself that I was enough, no matter what.